They play an interconference matchup in this road game. And here it comes, the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan. I'll be joined by Greg Anthony, Tim Legler, and we'll be hearing from our reporter, Allie LaForce, in the sidelines as well. Here in Houston, it's another home game for the Rockets.
Yeah, and remember, this is the second and final time these teams will see one another, so they're going to want to ensure things turn out a bit differently this time around. I expect them to be as aggressive as we've seen all season.
Yeah, no team wants to be swept in a season series, even if it's just 2 games. Maybe they put a little extra film work into this one.
Tonight, and I'm looking forward to this trade, we're going to see the speed and the skill of NBA guards. 2 of the league's best going head-to-head.
And when I think basketball, I envision guards pushing the tempo, taking threes. The modern NBA has a lot of talent. The pace has never been higher.
Durant drawing the double team. Stolen by Thompson. And a wide-open look for Arenas. That's in, coming off the assist from Young.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
On the wing, Dumars for 3. And Kevin Durant good for 3.
This is Durant's competitive fire coming out to play. He couldn't let that last 3 go unanswered.
Back to Young. Another 3 for Atlanta.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitiveness.
And when you give up a 3, there's always this instinct to try and get it back immediately.
Now, here's Dumars. The shot by KD. No good.
Well, that is a nice challenge at the rim. Really altered that shot.
Puts up a deep 3. Another 3 for Atlanta.
Well, from the very first day he entered this league, Young has shown you that deep range. It's really a game changer.
And now that we are witnessing the tail end of Kevin Durant's illustrious career, Tim, talk about his legacy.
Well, Kevin, without question, this is one of the all-time greats. Arguably the most effortless scorer the game has ever seen. Quite simply, he is one of one.
Inside, and the dunk by Porzingis.
Yeah, textbook positioning there for Porzingis. Once he's established it, he's going to have the advantage and able to finish that above the rim. And that height, with that much of an advantage height-wise, there's just not a lot the defense can do.
Nice shot by Porzingis.
Great three-point shooting here out of the gate. That makes 4 makes already from long distance.
And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Well, Trae Young is learning to become more of a threat when he's off the ball. He said at every level there's a different type of game. Now, knowing the NBA game, I'm more patient, understanding how the game is, how to control it from the beginning to the end, and how you need to win. Guys?
Okay, Allie, we thank you for the report.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
To the paint. Here's Williams. And it's Williams throwing it down.
Well, the screen doesn't go on that stat sheet, but J-Dub got a nice bucket out of it.
And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
Well, my feeling is you just want to make sure it's called consistently both ways.
Now, here is Young. He's got 6. On the wing, Thompson. Back to Arenas. Shot clock at 5. Driving inside. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. Arenas has got 5 now.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they shot the basketball.
Connects from three-point range.
Well, he is doing everything he can offensively in this quarter, but unfortunately, it's a team game, and he can't win this alone.
Williams trying to break free. Young's shot is off. Durant, that's good. 14 points for him.
And really, the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
Here's Arenas. Scoring his third straight basket in 3 tries.
Well, it's easy to see why this team trusts Young to facilitate this offense. His decision-making is tremendous.
The Hawks leading by 3. Pass to Williams. The wide open look here for Porzingis. It's good. Great play by Williams to set it up.
And Porzingis will make you pay if you collapse off of him. That's just inviting trouble.
Shot's good by Durant.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Yeah, just going back and forth. It is really competitive out there. He's an absolute beast to deal with for the defense. Sometimes he can even leave you feeling helpless.
And so it's the Atlanta Hawks with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They've done it.
26.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. Timeout. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Atlanta.
We've got a bunch of this game yet to be played, but they're shooting it well from the 3-point line. That's got to be a welcome sight.
And how about the work they've done inside, just owning the paint so far?
And Durant puts up a deep 3. The quick look, no good that time. And Greg, these poised veterans really seem to have triggered a shift for the Rockets.
At the same time, it's going to be Houston's young talent that determines their future. And they've already shown they can make a major impact.
And nice possession there. J-Dub gets the ball around the rim, and he knows how to finish.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Tim, one thing about the NBA, there is never a shortage of exciting young players to watch and cover. Who are you excited about in watching them grow and take it from this point forward?
Well, I love 2 big lead guards. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and Cade Cunningham certainly come to mind. Both of those guys are established stars in this league, and yet there is still so much more they can add to their games. The sky is the limit.
And they seem to have the right attitude. Am I right in your assessment?
They are guys that everybody wants to play with. They're mature as leaders as well.
It's tipped, and it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Williams.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
And regardless, it's great effort. You love to see that kind of hustle on defense.
And so the timeout taken here by Ime Udoka. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. Play just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. Screen by Şengün. KD's shot is off.
Well, after lighting it up from deep in the first quarter, they have quieted him down.
Porzingis can't hit. He gets trailed by 8. Şengün with the bucket. Şengün's got his first points in this one.
A true monster in the paint, and just under 7 feet. It can be so easy for Şengün to find those baskets.
That's a great look. His teammate was on the move, but he put it right where it needed to be.
You know, Tim, they say you can't measure heart, but Jimmy Butler, he plays with a lot of heart. He is non-stop.
Well, you could talk about his skill level and IQ, but Kevin, what you love about Butler is his competitive will, and he saves his best for the postseason.
Even without the explosive athleticism, Şengün still able to play above the rim.
Drills the three-pointer. Williams has got the lead up to 9 now for Atlanta.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Young for 3. Nailed from three-point land.
3 points.
Young's got 12 in the game.
Yeah, Trae Young has been relentless offensively. He has brought the effort and the production. Really tough quarter for him shooting the basketball.
Pass to Arenas. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Takes it inside. And it's Arenas with the jam.
You know, such a selfless player. I love how Young stays consistent in how he involves his teammates.
Durant with it. Out guarded by Porzingis. That one doesn't go.
He's stacking up the missed shots right now. He needs to find another part of his game that can help his team.
The Rockets making a switch here.
In for your Rockets.
Pass to Williams from outside the arc. Rockets with the rebound. They'll be playing host to Miami for the next game. And that game concludes a 5-game homestand.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
1:15 left in the first half of basketball. Back to Young. Launches a three. It's no good. He's now 4 of 9 from the field. Pass to Ingram. Back to Capella. Over in the corner, White. It's deflected. Just 4 to shoot. And so the timeout taken here by Ime Udoka. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. Both teams will make substitutions. There's 42 seconds left in the first half. Atlanta leading by 12. Johnson the screen. Kennard the bounce pass. And then Johnson with the dunk.
Well, he is a very mobile 6'9" wing, and Johnson is showing you he's a perfect pick-and-roll partner. Well, it's not only been a rough quarter for him, but he's actually had a negative impact on his team's overall performance.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. So it's Atlanta with a sizable lead as the quarter wraps up. They're ahead 16 points. What a night they've had in terms of their shooting. Everything dropping in for them. Back right after this. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Rockets trail by 16. Pass to KD. Down low. Here's Şengün. Rocket 6. Houston needs to get a shot. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. The Hawks leading by 16. Tim, DeAndre Ayton was coveted as the #1 overall pick back in 2018.
Well, he moves so well for a 7-footer, and he's got great touch out to the mid-range. Kevin, his offensive game is special.
Smart read on defense. Mobley has a great feel for when to go for the basketball.
Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Alan LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks, Kevin. The Hawks are trying to involve everyone to take some of the load off Trae Young. Coach Quinn Snyder said, "We've been intentional about that. Trae can't do this by himself, and he knows that. Frankly, no player can. Figuring out the ways he can be efficient has been the idea, and he's been making those plays." Kevin, back to you.
Okay, Allie, thanks. Porzingis inside. Got him with the bump fake, but couldn't finish. Over Arenas. Dumars with it. And Arenas picks him up defensively. In the corner, it's Eason. 6 on the shot clock. To the middle. Here's Şengün.
And no doubt, they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Back to Porzingis. And stolen by Şengün. Here's Mobley. That's good. And a nice assist from Durant.
They're on fire to start this quarter, and with each basket, their confidence grows.
Outside Williams. Takes a three. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
Well, that's just one of the many things Williams does to help his team. That time stretching the floor with his shooting.
Back to Mobley. And the foul called on Jalen Williams. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. And one way players look to expand their game, adding counter moves to keep defenders off balance. Greg, what was something you added that really gave defenders pause?
You know, the snatch back pull-up, you know, using your speed to kind of get the defender going downhill, and then you slam on the brakes and just create that separation to then go into attack mode.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the 3rd quarter. Mobley wide open. Off target from outside.
Well, you can't make them all, but I doubt the defense wants to give him that kind of look again.
And here's Young from the arc. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. And it's Capella missing. Atlanta leading by 10. Williams a screen. Young drives in. Outside Williams. Thompson outside. 4 on the shot clock. Young for 3.
Yeah, they're winning despite his offensive performance. He just hasn't been sharp from the field.
Well, they're getting stops, and they're attacking on the offensive end.
And their all-around play has been the key to chipping away at this deficit.
The deep 3 from Durant. The offensive rebound. A kick out to Mobley. Houston moving it around. And Mobley throws it down.
Making it look easy. Mobley using that size at the rim.
And here's Houston. They're on a 13-3 run. Pass to Capella. Here's Durant. Back to Capella. That's good. And a nice assist from Durant. Now just a 4-point Hawks lead.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Young with no one around. Misses the 3. 6-second difference between shot and game clock. Ingram with it. Picked up by Thompson. Back to Durant.
And just using that length to his full advantage. Durant draws the foul, and we know what usually happens when he steps to the line.
The Rockets shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here. And so the timeout taken here by Ime Udoka. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two for the Hawks. First free throw is good.
Such a unique player. Kevin Durant, pure shooter, incredibly skilled, all at nearly 7 feet tall.
A big man with a nice shooting stroke. You love to see it.
Here's Sexton. Plays it up and banks it in. Sexton's got his first 2 points.
And that shot was huge as they tried to stem the tide here and hang on to the lead. Beautiful job closing the gap here. Let's see if they can sustain this run.
In a tight game like this, you really have to take it one possession at a time.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ballgame. The Hawks leading. Now, here's Sexton. To the wing on the left. Here's Ayton. And he drives in. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Wow, look at Ayton on the weak side. Those long strides, able to make that cut, and they hit the big man on the move.
Here's Durant. Oh, Kevin Durant, thunderous slam.
An aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Pass to Krejci. Sexton for 3. Sengun with the rebound. Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. The game now all tied. White's got his first bucket of the night.
Beautiful transition offense there. That's execution at its best.
And it results in the highest percentage look you're going to get.
Here's Johnson. And he finishes nicely on the layup. And the Hawks lead by 2.
I really like when Johnson is finding his own offense like this, particularly when he's that close to the basket.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
KD, that's for 2. And it's Klay Thompson with the rebound.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Porzingis can't hit.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Durant drawing the double team. Young with the steal. And Williams with the clear path to the hoop. Kevin Durant with the rebound. And the Rockets with possession here. Trailing by 2. Outside Dumars. That's good, and it's KD with the assist.
And you've got to give them a lot of credit for just battling back into this game.
Well, they've shown great determination, and that speaks to the overall character of this team.
Now Young puts up the 3. Keeps it alive. Mobley there for the rebound. Shoots it. Now Durant. Going up high. Kevin Durant.
But when you need a bucket, he's your guy.
In by Porzingis. Young. Here's Porzingis. That one drops.
And you can rely on Porzingis in these moments. He's always ready to shoulder the load offensively.
Durant. Porzingis pulls it down. The Hawks trailing. And they go to the intentional foul. Now Williams. It's stolen by Capella. Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. Outside, KD. Here's Mobley. Oh, and he cannot get the layup. Young outside. Thompson outside. It's Klay off the drive. Not that time. It won't go. And the whistle blow is going to be on Gilbert Arenas. That is his first foul of the game. And the Rockets making a change here. Now Durant. Now Capella. Porzingis with the steal. And there's the whistle called a clear path foul there. Yep. And he'll shoot 2 at the line. And the first of 2, no good. Heartbreaker.
Well, he's still a young player in this league, but Jalen Williams has an impressive resume already, winning a title with the Thunder as their second best player.
And the Rockets making a change here. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. Now Young from deep. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Hawks will retain possession. Outside Arenas. Outside Porzingis. Just 5 on the clock. Drained from outside.
Remember that one. Guys, a difference maker.
What a big-time shot. Those are the moments you dream about as a kid.
Now Durant. Now Ingram. Mobley outside. Outside Durant. With the teardrop. And all the way in, and he gets it done.
And Durant has been in these moments before, welcoming any opportunity to knock down a big shot.
And timeout is called by Quinn Snyder. The magnitude at this juncture in the game clearly warranting a timeout. Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Well, Quinn Snyder had some words for his team over the break. coach was urging his team to play strong defense, reminding them no easy hoops, give effort, and help when needed. They do say defense wins championships, guys.
Thank you once again, Allie. Now Young. They could win it. And the three misses. And regulation now complete. We will go to overtime. Don't go. Glad to have you with us as we get going in overtime. Neither team giving an inch in this one.
Here we go.
And legs from going undrafted to becoming a three-point contest champion, you had to fight for your place in the NBA.
Well, Kevin, that's an understatement. Yes, undrafted in '88. I played in just about every league imaginable, including a year in France. Had a bunch of 10-day contracts early on, but I didn't get my first full-time NBA contract until 1993 with the Dallas Mavericks.
Well, your perseverance and tenacity definitely paid off.
Certainly didn't take no for an answer, I can tell you that.
All right, here's Williams.
Number 1.
Now Young shoots the three. Good.
Well, that's just a breakdown defensively right there. You can't let Trae Young get these looks from the corner.
Durant. Johnson rips down the board. And so it's Young who brings it up for the Hawks. At one point, they led by 16. Johnson the screen.
He is soaring on that one. Johnson going up high to get his hands on it.
Here's Durant. Oh, and he cannot get the layup. And here's Young. And get the three. Right side Durant. Unloads. Play it, no good. The Hawks leading by 3. Outside Porzingis. And stolen by White.
Now that's incredible. A huge bucket in the most emphatic way possible. Now that is not supposed to
Team
Young left side. And stolen by Şengün. Durant fires. Mobley.
And with size and a terrific skill set, Mobley gives defenders nightmares.
He drops the first one, and that ties the game up. And so he's good on both free throws, and that gives them the lead.
And really just a great rhythm at the line, whether it's a big lead in the first quarter or with the game hanging in the balance.
In by Porzingis. Oh, the dunk!
keep getting it to this man. I mean, once Porzingis catches fire, there is no putting that out.
Screen by Porzingis. From outside, he drills the three.
And with that unique combination of size and skill, Porzingis is a dependable late-game scoring option.
Williams with the rebound.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Good on the first, and that puts them up by 5. And so he drops them both. It's a 6-point ball game.
No mistakes there. Good free throws to give them just a little bit more cushion.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Well, that's not a horrible shot for him to take, but you could still probably find a higher percentage shot.
Here's KD. The long three. And so the Hawks take the win. And they had some nervous moments down the stretch, but things finally came together for them in overtime.
Yeah, probably didn't anticipate that this one would be that close down the wire, but give them credit. They were able to regroup in that overtime, and this win has to feel satisfying.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now.
These just mad cause they in my archives. Jordan came back, so if you play then you lay right there by your own kind.